everybody wants a dog. Everybody wants a dog.
Uh-huh.
So they agree to have a dog. Second step, commitment. Third step, follow through. Agreement, commitment, follow through. Right? So the easy part is to get a dog. The easy part is to have a dream.
Yes, exactly.
It's the easy part. Now you have to commit. Right? So you're committed. And then challenges come. Follow through. So the easiest way I can put it to you is when I jumped the border. Because the border, for 2 weeks, I was on the border, risking my life.
The border of Mexico, U.S.
The border, yeah. I crossed the border. So it's an immigration thing, right? So here so now you're on a fine line, life and death, right? Life and death, and then right between them is faith. Okay, right between life and death is this beautiful place of faith where you feel no fear. So I agreed to jump across the border for my dream. I commit, I stay in the border until I cross, and I follow through. Every single day I would die. I could have died. Right? So it feels like you can die, or it feels like something is gonna die, or it feels like you can fail, but that's just so you can push your faith. And that's the only way you can go through it. Don't worry about it. Because what you have is the biggest currency in the world, right? Which is faith. Second is your instincts. Third is your passion. Four is your creativity. So faith, instincts, passion, creativity. The mind is at the end.
But most people, they have the dream.
Yeah.
But most people pick their dream from a place of an unmerged soul. But once you have a soul merger and you pick that from a place of I want to become a beneficial presence on the planet, you still have to follow through.
Yeah.
Because the universe doesn't give you any points. It's not involved.
No.
So it's going to present things that are just in the way.
Yeah.
And if you don't have a commitment to yourself to do this, you're going to quit.
Yep.
And the worst thing you can do is be starting over all the time. I know people that are 65 years old and they're on their 450th best idea ever. And none of them work. No, because they don't stick with it. They
don't follow through.
Right.
They don't follow through.
So this is the whole beauty of I think rythmia is you get to a quiet enough place and you speak to God and you pick this way to become a beneficial presence. 98% of the people that come here have this happen. They want to become a beneficial presence. They're not, a lot of them are not yet trained on the art of following through.
Yep.
Because that's the part, look, ideas are beautiful. New relationships are great.
Yep.
New businesses are fun. New dog, fun. But the hard part starts when the gloss wears off. And now it's you and the thing. And you got to make it work.
The homework
is the hardest part. The rest of it's easy.
And the part of the homework is that you have to do it yourself.
So nobody can do it for you.
No, nobody can do it. Nobody can make your heart bigger. Nobody can make your spirit bigger. Nobody can make your instincts better. Nobody can make your mind brilliant. Right. You have to do it yourself because God wants you to experience this so you can become the biggest version of yourself, right? So obviously, I just want to be the best doctor in the world. I didn't know how it looked like. And the hard work that I
you knew always you wanted to be the best dog trainer in the world.
At 13 years old, a voice comes to me and said to me, say you want to be the best dog trainer in the world. This is the part the reason why I tell you I had no choice, because I was guided already. But like you say, you talk to God or God talks to you.
Yes.
You see? So be ready, because when God talks to you, you don't listen. He's going to come back again. But if you don't listen, it's going to take a little longer to talk to you.
Exactly.
You see it? So watch this. At 13, the voice comes and say, so you want to be the best doctor in the world. I said that in front of my mother. Mom, you think I could be the best doctor in the world? And my mom said, you can be whatever you want as long as you're not a drug cartel person. Because I grew up in it.
Right.
So it was between a drug cartel and a dog whisperer, right? And so obviously my mom's, no, you got to be a good human. Right? So that was it. At 21, the voice comes back and December 23rd and said, you have to leave right now. I go to my mom and said, Mom, I have to leave. I have to leave right now. I said, but tomorrow is Christmas. I know, but I have to leave. I listened to the voice.
Beautiful, beautiful,
Right?
beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Because I can tell you what,
Yeah.
a lot of people, you see what happens to the people here. They get that they're settled. So they have this new mission that comes up. And about 10% of the time, they talk themselves out of it. That they think, was it really God talking? Did I really have that? About 10% of the time. That's why at the 6-month mark, 90.22% say this was the week that changed their life. The other 9.8%, they talk themselves out of it. So what I always tell, and there's a lot of people that are going to be watching this that have been here before, what I always tell them is all of the fruit gets served at the end. You're not eating sweet cherries and along the way. They're all served at the end. And so to get there, you have to make a commitment to yourself, because if you don't, you're going to quit. And the worst place to be is in startup. It's where all the failure happens. So if you have somebody who's constantly starting over, they're constantly experiencing failure. And they think, oh, the system is rigged against me. And it's not. It's the universe is conspiring for your greatest good all the time. But the system for getting there is it's the hero's journey. You don't have a hero's journey on sitting in the Cadillac with the cool air conditioning on, eating pizzas and laying down. That's not the hero's journey. The hero's journey is walking for 150 miles with no shoes, getting told 1,000 times you're done, right? He's done this, right? So you're an inspiration to me. You are. And I love that you come here and you teach, because what's crazy is that my experience on the medicine and your life experience and all of the things you've drawn up line up exactly like this. Show me who I become, merging back with my soul, heal my heart. You have a corresponding of what happens next. When he first got done, you know what he said? He said, as soon as these people are done here, they're ready to have a dog.
That's right.
That's what he said to me. Yeah. And it's the truth. It's the truth. So,
now, in the hero's journey, just so you know, you're going to find yourself alone many times.
Alone.
So I'm a pack guy, right? I'm the dog whisperer, right? And so you would think I'm always with a pack. Nope. Most of the time I do the work alone. So how do I do it? Well, I become an eagle, right?
I become an eagle.
So I don't just listen to well, animals are part of God. So I do get a lot of messages. Like if a frog comes, I believe that God is talking to me. If a hawk comes, I believe the dog is talking to me. If something, listen, I look for symbols. I look for symbols because I'm constantly alone, working on the next move. Nobody knows what's happening.
Right.
Nobody knows. What does Caesar want? I don't even, it's not what Caesar wants, it's what God wants. Right? So I'm trying to decode and understand as connection, communication, relationship. So I need to have this communication.
Say it slow down, say it. Connection.
Yeah, connection.
Communication,
relationship. Right? So when God or Mother Nature communicates to you, you have to decode it. I learned English. So English is not my first language, right? So I have to learn what the energy, the words, and the actions of that person said in order for me to have a relationship with America. So I needed to gain the trust and the respect of America, because America was already in love with a dog, not with me, right? So I have to gain the trust. Okay, I need to understand what this person is saying and what this person is feeling, right? So I need to decode. Same thing with life, it's the same thing. But when you feel alone, you're not alone. You're just in a moment where you need to learn to decode what's happening, right? That's it. And so noble silence, calm surrender, that is the best way to do it.
That is the thing too. So when these people that come here, they decide, okay, I'm 28 years old or 58 years old or whatever, and I want to become the best energy healer in the world.
Yeah.
This is what it looks like. But what they constantly have to be doing is looking at their plan alone, and seeing are they on target, and then adjusting constantly. I tell people this is an act. It's not I set this and then that's it.
Mm-hmm.
It's I set this and then I have to keep adjusting, and I have to keep moving forward. When my refrigerator's broke, when my landlord's yelling at me, when
Somebody
my
died.
car won't start, when somebody dies,
Somebody died.
when I lose a loved one, or my relationship explodes or whatever, you just gotta keep going.
Yeah.
And in the world of this, and this is what's happening, right? As people, as people evolve, civilizations evolve, and things get easier. The separation gets wider, because those that have learned to not keep going, they get sucked along and taken care of, and they lead a life of quiet desperation. That's really what happens. So it thins the pack out at the top, that the people who really are can follow through, are devoted to their cause, they go further, and the pack splits more.
Yep.
Yeah.
Look,
I love your stuff, dude. I love when you
look,
do
this guy has the same thing as me, okay?
No, but I know.
Mind. Look, so this is the people that are going to fail. The mind, the heart, the instinct is backwards. It's spirit, it's instinct, it's heart, and it's mind. The mind is there just to hold the vision. But what pushes the vision is your spirit, your instinct, and your heart.
I love that.
So trust your spirit, respect your instinct, love with your heart, create with your mind.
I love that.
As a kid that comes from a low-income background, I couldn't have money. Money comes from the mind, right? So money, fame, and power is a mind thing. So the kids who grew up in money, but they already grew up in a good platform. They should do even better.
They should.
They should do even better. But the biggest percentage of the world is kids like me, who grew up with no money.
Right.
So what do we have? What is our coin? Well, faith, hard work, passion, creativity. We have no choice. So sometimes by not having a choice, it triggers the best part of you. So when you feel that you don't have a choice, trust me, that's when you are your strongest self. That's the warrior side. That's the spiritual, because life and death. So you choose life, right? And then you figure it out with your instincts, and then your passion, and then your mind. Don't let the mind get blurry with that. Just let the spirit, the instinct, the heart keep moving forward. That's when God comes and pushes.
I love that. I love that. And in a world too where there's, if you ask people, they think, oh, most millionaires or multimillionaires in the United States inherited their money. It's a lie. Most of them are hardworking, either immigrants, hardworking people who just made it out of what they were given. So no matter what, you're given everything you need. This is what I said to, we have a kid here this week, and I was talking to him, and I said to him, and he was having some problems just in life and stuff. And I just said to him, I said, the great news is you have the controls. Like in some countries, you don't have the controls. Like Venezuela, somebody else is in charge, and you're just in trouble.
That's right.
Here, you live in a place where at least you have the controls. And for people who are constantly failing, they're picking the same bad decision repeatedly because you have a chance to do something different. And that's the beauty of it. And that's why I'm going to tell you, when I take a look at the board and I see Frank Biden, Joe Biden's brother on the board, I'm shocked by that. Hey, look at when Kelly Slater's on the board or you on the board. I'm shocked sometimes. I walk around this little place and I think, man, this place attracts the most dynamite people. And every week that you're here, you can meet, the most varied people from all over the world, all coming with their heart out to have this happen so that they can do what you did on instinct. You did it as God was talking to you. And you know what they say too? Most people have been here. Like God's been talking to me my whole life and I didn't notice it. They don't notice
That's
it
so sad.
until they, you
That's
know?
very sad. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the truth.
Yeah. So money, fame, power, right? That's what everybody think they want.
They think they want.
They think they want. So once you get to the money, fame, and power, so because this is very truth, right? Dogs don't care if you have money, fame, and power. What dogs care is that you understand honesty, integrity, loyalty, that you understand the positions and the pack and the responsibility that takes that, right? And if you are the pack leader, direction, protection, love. If you're the middle of the pack, you're happy-go-lucky energy. If you're the back of the pack, the mastery of calm surrender. And then you know when to give love, because my clients are dog lovers. They give love at the wrong time. So they end up nurturing the wrong behavior. So not because you love a dog, the love is going to nurture. You have to know when to give it, right? And then once you achieve trust, respect, love, then you go train the dog. Training means something new. But
training means something new.
Something new, like sit down, stay calm, heel. That's new to the dog. What is old to the dog and necessary is the connection, the communication, the relationship that achieves trust, respect, love, that gives you the what people call off leash, and the dog will follow you willingly, right? Because you're triggering.
I see you at your farm, at the ranch. I can't get over it, dude. Like the animals love this guy. Like I can't express. Like sometimes if I'm talking to him, a bird will get jealous because he needs his attention. It's the craziest thing. But we all, each one of us, has the power to rise above where we're from, to create a thing in our lives where we become a beneficial presence to the people around us. Nobody is denied that opportunity. Every single person has that opportunity. And I'm going to tell you, the world is going through a renaissance and a waking up period. This is a time of great waking up, great awakenings, that this can change for everyone. And I want to invite you, because I don't want to, Caesar's participating in the program this week and teaching. So I don't want to take more of his time, but I want to thank you for all that you've done for Rythmia.
All the time, anytime.
And everything that you've done for
I want to be
the
part
world.
of the pack in eternity. I'm declaring that today. In my next life, I'm still going to come back to Rythmia over and over and over until we completely transform the planet into what it's supposed to be. Beautiful, structured, clean, or clear. The Virgo way.
I love that. To all you Virgos, you heard that.
Yeah, Virgos, you know what I'm talking about. Virgos, we know what I'm talking about.
Thank you, guys. God bless you. God keep you. God